Let's take a look at Derrick Henry's debut with the Baltimore Ravens against the Kansas City Chiefs on Thursday night and take a look at his usage. As you can see, played a little bit less than half of the snaps, ended up with 13 carries here. The Ravens ran him in zone concepts, power concepts. They ran him in short yardage. They used single back, I formation, 21, 11, 12. Used him to set up some play action. They ran some end arounds. They set up some RPOs, some screen game. So I was really encouraged by Derrick Henry's usage once I got into the tape. With that in mind, let's take a look at King Henry's debut for the Ravens. The Ravens really wanted to work Henry downhill to begin the game, and the Chiefs were ready for it a couple times. This isn't his first run, but on the opening drive here, we see the Ravens go heavy. We see the YY with Ricard, so we'll call this 22 personnel, and get a bunch of defenders in the box. We see McCary blow block here against Chris Jones. It happens, but the essence here is the Ravens want to attack downhill. They want to attack horizontally. They want to use Henry in a variety of ways like this swing pass coming up shortly after here. Might have been the next play. We see trips to the boundary, and the Ravens are going to try to just get Henry a lead blocker. This pass gets batted down, but really I was just impressed with the usage of Henry, the game plan for Henry, and the ways the Ravens looked ready to deploy him in week one. I know he only got 13 carries. Here is one of them here. So now we see pistol. I believe this is 11 personnel with Ricard there. Might have been 12 with another tight end, but we see this nice little outside zone or stretch. It's a nice, easy gain. And Henry's able to play a little duck, duck, goose here, which he can press until he finds his gap. Falele kind of sealed inside there. Got a quick start, which we'll look at in a moment, but allowed Henry to just go pick his gap and go rumble downhill. Again, we'll see Ricard come over. Falele with a nice reach block there. As we see, Falele gets out of the blocks really early and able to just go pick your gap. Looking for more explosive runs. Chiefs tackled really well in this one. Next, we see some short yardage usage there out of the gun or a pistol. Again, 6 carries out of non-under center run looks there, which was encouraging. A big question for Henry coming in. Are the Ravens going to run him out of the gun? Is that something he's comfortable doing? Can he do that? Average like 5 yards a carry doing so. So it shouldn't be as big of a deal as people made it out to be. Now we see Henry setting up easy quarterback run game. Lamar's going to read that outside linebacker there and pull the football. Bites inside. The linebacker is going to have a tough time staying flat-footed with Lamar, even if it was someone a little more fleet of foot. But we can see the defense really, really, really didn't want Henry to get going. You get a lead blocker for Lamar in that one-on-one there. Easy game. Now we see more decoy usage in the quarterback run game, setting it up where Lamar is able to have the pull go out from Henry, motions out, clears out the box there, and can just follow Linderbaum, gets a numbers advantage. Henry's going to draw that attention on that side and make sure that we're able to see a nice, easy gain on back-to-back quarterback runs. Getting to the outside, Lamar presses against Linderbaum. Justin Reed made a really nice play there, getting under Linderbaum and forcing Lamar up. Reed made some nice plays throughout this one. Now we see Henry's first touchdown as a Raven, just coming straight downhill, right behind Ricard. We see Ricard and Nick Bolton clears out. Nice block from McCary there, and that is about as big of a lane as you'd expect, going in there tight with the 22 and running the ball. The Ravens are kind of going to stay in these looks for a few plays on the ensuing drive too, but that lane is going to score Derrick Henry 10 times out of 10. Well blocked, right downhill. Now we see the play action from, again, that YY with Ricard in the backfield and gets likely a one-on-one. Defense is biting there. Nice, easy man coverage out of that heavy look. Going to be man coverage more often than not, and can just float the ball to likely for an explosive gain here super easily. So staying in that heavy eye back look, leak likely out on the sail route. He says, hiya, gets Justin Reed off of him and makes a play to convert a first down. And then we'll see the Ravens come back out in a similar look for the third straight play dating back to the touchdown. Same deal here. Plunges. The Chiefs don't get displaced. They win their blocks up front, but showing, hey, we will run the football. We are going to run the football out of this look. We are going to throw the football out of this look, breaking their tendencies, keeping a defense honest here. Do the Ravens get a gain here? No, effectively stuffed, but like to see what they're working with. Now, here is the strip sack. Lamar is going to change the play. Looks like he motions Ricard back in. He's like, all right, we're going to run the ball. Kills out into a play action. Hey, there's a void in the middle of the field. He can see it. Chiefs playing man again. I've got Zay Flowers down on the bottom of the screen. And Zay Flowers wins cleanly against Trent McDuffie there to the middle of the field. wide open. Would have been a massive gain, but Falele and Rosengarten can't get it done. We see that dig route. Ben's a little more upfield than that, but really nicely done, except for that block. We see Lamar checking into it. Rosengarten and Falele not having the nails down there in week one. Really a game-changing play. Lamar seemed pretty jittery in the pocket after this. Got max protection, more or less. The Chiefs didn't do anything crazy up front. Chris Jones just makes a play. Now we see a little Zay Flowers bubble at a shotgun. Hey, faking the ball to Henry. No, keep numbers over there. Go get some blocks. Go get a nice little 7 or 8 yard gain. This is easy yardage. This is mindless for Lamar Jackson here. We can see 8 in the box and can just float it to the outside, play the numbers game. Nelson Aguilar with a nice block. Looks like Rashad Bateman with a nice block. Now we get some 11 personnel with Ricard in. Short yardage, motion, check, check. Run behind Ricard, check. Patient, check. First down, check. All of it, nice and easy. So far we've seen a diversity of usage, looks, formations, and even run concepts there with the power. 12 personnel now. Turn in the back. Lamar gets a seam there. Looks like they wanted to hit Flowers and Bateman on those kind of in-breaking sit-down routes, but there's a lane. Lamar takes it. Pistol play action out of 12. Lots of different looks for the Ravens here. Now we're going to fake it to Henry, throw the other way. More play action out of shotgun, a creative concept, and it's man coverage. Andrews does a great job separating here. He's with Reed. Fake the ball to Henry. That numbers advantage, flows everything. Lamar throws it back the other way. So now we've seen 2 play action passes to tight ends on kind of crosser, a sail route, similar concept there. Just building the play action foundation. Nope, throw it back the other way. Andrews with a really nice route there. Another first down. More short yardage out of shotgun. Let's just plunge the big back downhill. Get another first down. See Lamar communicating at the line. Looks like he's killing. He motioned Henry to the right. Now he kills back. Henry to the left. Hey, we're going to run it here. But really nice tackle from the outside linebacker there. Really nice play by, I think, 51, crashing and making that tackle on Henry. Otherwise, we got Cook one-on-one with Henry in the open field if Henry's able to rumble through that, which you do not want. Again, we see Lamar killing it. 51 closes down, makes a really nice play in space. Here, towards the end, wanted to show some pass pro, bails out Rosengarten. There were some end arounds and other things I didn't include in this video, but Henry bailing out Roger Rosengarten as he's releasing. He notices that leverage and gets out of it to make sure that he doesn't let up a sack. Lamar can just go get a couple yards there down in the red zone. So overall, thinking back to some of the questions that folks had about King Henry here, have we got all the answers? No, but we saw shotgun usage, 6 carries like I mentioned. We saw them use him in short yardage out of shotgun. He looks comfortable out of shotgun. I think some of the misnomers about him needing the head of steam and all of those things. Again, he averaged 5 yards a carry pretty consistently out of shotgun as a member of the Titans. John Harbaugh's comments, are we going to give him 30 carries a game? Well, he's kind of just Lamar Jackson's weapon back there, the same way Andrews, likely, Flowers, those guys are. We saw Lamar Jackson checking in and out. It's up to him if Derrick Henry is going to get more carries. You know, you talk about a game plan with your quarterback throughout the week, and then Lamar Jackson's interpretation, you go make adjustments on the sideline, and he just has Henry back there, right? Do I want to run the big boy? Do I want to run the Hall of Fame back or not? So an answer there. Is he explosive? We didn't really see him get an opportunity to be explosive necessarily, but he looked like himself. The option game was smooth. On gap runs, he was patient behind Ricard. So all these kind of question marks that folks had, I'm really encouraged about. The game script was, of course, negative. The Ravens did end up trailing. We saw them being really intentional with Henry's usage throughout the beginning of the game and throughout the rest of the first half, really. Then they kind of go down 2 scores. He still gets involved. There were a couple plays I didn't show, some end arounds, some things like that with Zay Flowers, but you saw the intention there. The Ravens signed Henry for a reason. Lamar has him out there. Justice Hill's a nice compliment to him to be able to go do some of the things in the pass game, and Justice Hill really deserves a video on his own. We might make one here if he keeps rolling like that. But Henry checked a lot of boxes. He looked comfortable. It looks right. Excited to see this offensive line hopefully not look as aberrant as they did in the run game, win some blocks, let alone get some second level blocks. Curious about starting to see Ronnie Stanley maybe become a focal point, getting Ronnie Stanley and Linderbaum on some pin and pull type stuff. We saw Linderbaum out in space. So the Chiefs did a good job. Their linebackers blew up the Ravens guards consistently. Those two guards have 0 games of experience starting at guard. Falele's made a few starts in his career. Voorhees obviously coming back from injury. They get Wharton and Jones, who played lights out. They're going to get Christian Wilkins. They're going to get some of the monsters that the Cowboys have coming up. So trial by fire. I expect the run game to look a little bit more in sync. Lamar able to communicate more freely at home without the noise. It's Arrowhead week 1. You're familiar with the Chiefs, the Raiders not so much. And having Gardner Minshew as your opponent in week 2 as opposed to Mahomes, and the style that you can play, even if for some reason the Ravens do have a 2-score deficit again, should look a little different. So really encouraged by the usage throughout different personnel groups, throughout different formations, run types, in the pass game a little bit. Is Henry this dynamic receiver out of the backfield like a Saquon Barkley? No. So the Ravens are going to defer to Justice Hill, but I was encouraged. I am excited and can't wait to see what the Ravens are able to do. It looked much better in the rewatch on tape than it did maybe in the broadcast. I was like, they're not running him out of shotgun. They gave him some handoffs out of shotgun pistol stuff that you ran play action off of it. So really excited to see how this continues to develop. And Henry should get a really nice workload as you fantasy footballers are continuing to take a look at his value. If you can get somebody to trade you Derrick Henry right now, I would like it for a reasonable compensation. People might look at that game and be like, it's all right. The Chiefs have kind of had the Ravens number in the run game a little bit. Lamar ended up doing a lot of it himself. We saw what he opened up in the run game for Lamar. So if teams are going to be like the Chiefs and pick their poison on option stuff, being I'm going to crash on Henry, then Lamar Jackson will benefit, and that is a reason why the Ravens got him. So dynamic duo back there. Excited to see what Henry can do moving forward. Make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for checking out this video. More film rooms to come. Check out the jumbo set. We're going to be recording these every Monday or Tuesday. We're going to do a little bit more on the jumbo set as well. So thank you so much. See you guys next time.